And 2 days after placing this trade, we have woken up to $260 of profit. That's $130 a day using just $1,000 and bare basic strategies, no fancy indicators, just good technical analysis and trading. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a live trade. That is everything, my entries and exits, my stop losses, my take profits, my strategies, and my thought process in real time as the trade unfolded. And I didn't do this with a $50,000 or $500,000 account because I know most people are trading with smaller portfolios. I use just $1,000 to make $100 a day. So watch if you want to learn to do the same. And because I use Bitcoin, you can also scale this up to any account size. So I've been trading crypto the last 6 years now. And I've been sharing educational content for the last 5. There have been some crazy success stories of people being able to turn 4 or 5 figures into millions using some of the content I've put out there. But more importantly than that, the average story is that someone manages to turn trading into a profitable thing that they can do to make hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every day. People have asked me a few times for live trades, so I thought I'd make one for this video and see if it's helpful. To take trades like I'm about to show in this video today, you're going to need a few things. Firstly, I will be using leverage, so you'll need an exchange like Phemex, which offers up to 100x leverage. But don't worry, today's strategy only needs 5x leverage. Next, remember that I always recommend keeping your trading and investing accounts separate. I do not store long-term crypto on an exchange. Next, you're going to need a platform like TradingView to be able to chart consistently. And finally, if you don't understand any of the technical analysis terms or strategies that I explain in this video, don't worry, I've got free courses explaining every single concept that I'll link in the description below. I'm going to break down today's strategy step by step. It's not complicated, anyone can do it. And if you struggle at all to follow along with the video, I'm going to have a full written write-up in today's newsletter. I'll start by explaining my thought process, and then later I'll show you the exact trade I placed and real time as it unfolded. Step 1 is always forming our hypothesis. We have an idea with limited evidence that we want to test to see if we can make money with it. We start on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, and we're going to mark out a few key levels. Our key resistance over here is at 25K. We've got a key support over here at about 18K and one more midpoint level here at around 21.5K. So we've marked out a few key levels and we can see clear downtrend. The macro trend is going down. You don't need any fancy analysis, even the moving averages to see that we are still in a very strong downtrend. Next, we zoom into the daily and we can see a few more levels that we can mark out over here around 23.75 and then down here at around 22.5. A few more levels marked out, and again I'm going to zoom in even further. The 4-hour time frame, and this is precisely where we're going to be trading now. So we have the weekly as bearish. That's very important. Now the daily, we can see a short-term uptrend. Bring the moving averages in. This one's a little less clear, but you can see strong uptrend here, weakened a bit more of an uptrend, weakened a bit again, and that's the second time it's weakened. Not only has it weakened, but it's just failed to break our biggest weekly resistance at 25K. Zoom in and you can see 1, 2, 3 failed attempts to break this level. So the macro is very bearish. So signal 1 that it's bearish. The macro doesn't look too good. Signal 2, 3 failed attempts to break our key resistance level. Signal 3, the moving averages and clear signs that the trend is weakening. Huge move here, comes down very little. Another huge pump, a lot less than last time. Comes down even more, nearly retraces the whole way. Bounces into key resistance. Fails to break out 3 times in a row. Then we see a mini breakout here confirming a clean level at this 22.5, and we're coming back up and we just hit resistance again for the second time. All of these signals now tell me that probability favors the bears. I also made a mistake earlier and I missed this short opportunity at 25K. You could have easily caught a short down to this level, down to this level, down to this level. The price action has been so clean and there's no reason to expect that's going to change. So right now, we got a low here, a high there. A low here, a high there. We had one break, retest of this level, back up, tested the key resistance at 25K, and then retested this previous high there, failed, price came down, had a clean bounce off of this level, and went back up into resistance. So at this point, I have enough data to think that the bears are in control and probability favors shorts over longs, but that's not enough for a trade. I don't just need to know that the price is probably going to go down. I also need to know where to put my stop loss, where to enter, and where to take profit. So where is my idea going to be triggered? Well, the best place I see for that is on this retest over here. I expect this level that acted as support here to flip and turn into resistance and price to continue down. I have enough evidence to think that this is a probable scenario. So that's step 2. We need to know where our idea is triggered. So we have a trigger here at a retest of a key level. Now, before we start even thinking about profit, where is our idea invalidated? Well, looking at this downtrend, we hit resistance, came over here, had a support, market came back up, and then hit some resistance over here, came down, we had some support here, and then we hit resistance again here. So if the price bounces up beyond this previous high, that is where this trade is going to be invalidated. Also forgot to do this earlier, but remember the 4-hour is going to give you a bit more accurate data than the 1-day. So what we'd want to do is move this data point to match up with everything on the 4-hour. You can see clear closes here and a higher entry looks more in line with the data. This here, and this here. And 23.9k, if you've been following my analysis, was a level I'd be watching for a while. So now we know where we enter. We also know, in line with this level up here, exactly where our trade becomes incorrect. So step 3, we figure out where our idea is wrong. So here we have our invalidation and stop loss level. Now, where has our idea played out? If you haven't guessed it already, it'll be around this 22.5k level, because we'll have come down and tested this previous key level over here. So step 4, where is our idea proven right and played out? Our idea plays out over here and we take profit. Let's quickly review our risk to reward ratio. Here we have about 2.6%. Now, bonus tip, if you want to take this to the next level, you'll have tracked all the trades you've taken like this before, and you'll have a good idea of the probability that you're going to win or lose this trade. 2.6 looks really good to me. We are ready to enter, but hold up, there's going to be more to do after we enter. Right, so here you can see me live hopping onto Femex, and I'm about to enter this trade. So here you can see me opening the short. Now, Femex makes it really easy to set our take profit and stop loss when we first enter the trade. I put in my entry price at about 23.9k. I also size my position at $5,000 USDT using 10x leverage. I put in my stop loss at 24,440, and you can see it'll even show me exactly how much money I'd lose if I don't win this trade. Obviously, make sure that's within risk tolerance. And then the next thing I do is set the take profit at $22.55 thousand. Now we need to wait to get an entry into our trade. Now there is a step 6 that most people overlook. Once you've entered your trade, once you've set your take profit and stop loss, there's actually more you can do. Your idea may need to be reevaluated based on new price data. While you've got your key levels, there are other potential levels that the price could react to, and you want to be prepared for these. You want to set alerts at these levels and reassess the position when the price reaches those levels. And I'll let me explain my thoughts live now. So we just entered our position over here. I adjusted my entry a little bit because I wanted to bring it a touch lower to make sure I get an entry. Now there's 2 things I'm going to be watching. 1, alert if we get above 24k over here, because that's significant and I'll need to reassess the situation, maybe cut my loss early, maybe add to the short. And the other reevaluation level is going to be over here at around 23.1k. Because when we get here, I'm in a decent position where this trade will have been about 1.42R, and I'll want to assess whether or not the market looks like it's going to continue down, see how it reacts to this level, and adjust the position accordingly. Taking a moment to check in on this trade. No real updates. Price action looks pretty clean. We had a big dump, bounced a bit, didn't reach the entry level and continued going down. Looks really good, no changes. We'll reassess when we're closer to 23k over here. And 2 days after placing this trade, we have woken up to $260 of profit. That's $130 a day using just $1,000 and bare basic strategies, no fancy indicators, just good technical analysis and trading. It's not easy, but I do think it's possible if you put the work in to make a consistent income from trading. And this was done on Bitcoin. That means this can scale. As you get a bigger portfolio, you're able to make more and more money, from $100 to $200 to $500 and eventually even $1,000 a day. If this video was helpful, let me know and I can do more like it. If you'd like me to do something different next time, like maybe trade with a larger sum of money, let me know also. Now, if you've made it to the end of this video, I know you're serious about it and you're welcome to go figure this stuff out by yourself. But if you've been struggling for a while, maybe you just need a clear roadmap and access to some experts to help you finally start making $100, $1,000 a day, whatever your goal is, do check out our paid community. Price is going to go up in about 24 hours and this will be your last chance to get in at the current price. So you can check that out and see if you're interested.